Okay. You know, sorry. Okay. First things first. It's 3 a.m. I probably shouldn't be making this video. Second, I know I said my next video was going to be the start of my Borderlands Let's Play. But I got sick and I didn't want to record sick, but I guess I'm doing that now, but only to talk about this game. And third, this is purely my opinion. It's okay if you don't like it. It's okay if you have your own opinion. It's just my personal opinion. I've never really liked this game since Season 1. I did play it, I did stream it, but I did say I did make one more stream. I did say at one point I was quitting Fortnite. I hate it. I just didn't like it. Then I did make another one saying I was still gonna quit, but this was purely my last one. So, again, purely my opinion. I know some people are still going to leave hate comments. Some people are still going to leave bad reviews about me or something like that. But this is just purely my opinion. So, let's talk about Fortnite. First of all, Fortnite is a battle royale. In my opinion, I'm going to get to this really early. Fortnite was originally not going to be a battle royale. Oh, the very first trailer I ever saw of this was the Save the World. And that was when I was like, oh, hey, this could be a game I could play. This is interesting. I could buy it. And then they released the trailer for Battle Royale, and the game blew up. At first, it was just oh yeah, I've seen the trailer for Fortnite. It doesn't look that interesting. This is like one of the best games ever. I highly recommend you play it. And I'm over here like, no. So why don't I like Fortnite? First of all, that's now. Before any young 5-year-olds are gonna come in here and say because you're not good at the game, no. That is purely not what I'm saying. I don't like the game because it's too repetitive. I mean, even the special game modes, playground, creative, whatever, you still do the same thing. You drop out of the sky from a bus, or in your creative, I guess, from just the sky in general. In creative you can spawn weapons, but in playground and the other game modes you just find weapons and just have a blast and kill everybody. That's it. There's no. Now, I know it's called Battle Royale, so that's the whole point. But, like, there isn't. The only really different game mode that I saw in Battle Royale was the 50v50 game mode, where it was purely 2 teams, like kind of like Team Deathmatch, except if you died, you died. Which, that was really the only game I found interesting. But other than that game mode, Fortnite's just too repetitive. You just spawn in the sky, you fall, You land, grab weapons, kill, win or lose, and repeat. There are special modes like the Just Gold, Sniper Shootout, Silence Only. I think there was at one point a shotgun only game. And don't get me wrong, those do mix up the game a bit, but it's the same thing. You can special game modes let you sometimes play in squads, duos, or just playing out solo. I personally am not fond of sorry. I'm not personally fond of Battle Royale games. I purely just think it's just this concept that just kind of blew up too early. And before anybody comments, no, I don't have the stupid coronavirus. Just to get that out of there. But I just happened to get sick at the worst time. But other than that, it's just boring. You do the same thing. And now kids, like, I want to say at least 13 and under, are still going to say the same insult when you say you don't really like the game. Oh, it's because you're bad at the game. Heck, I've even heard some grown adults say this. To those grown adults, grow up. I'm sorry. For you to say that childish freaking saying is so pathetic. Like, are you 5? No, you're not. You're like a 20-year-old or something. And you're telling me I don't like it because I'm bad. That's just pathetic. Now, what I've noticed is that Fortnite kind of copies people, games, and everything. I mean, there was first the cars or drivable objects that originated in PUBG and H1 and I guess DayZ. And then they added the respawn system like days after Apex was released. Like, seriously, how does Apex released and then the very next update note that's coming out, oh, we totally just thought of this new idea where you're able to respawn your teammates. Sorry. Like, Epic Games, you're not fooling anybody. You literally ripped that off. This one doesn't even have to do with Fortnite, but Epic Games also ripped off Monster Hunter. Seems Monster Hunter Iceborne was a big hype and everything. Oh, well, you know, Epic Games just comes out of nowhere and releases Dauntless. At first, I was looking at Dauntless and I was like, this seems interesting. And then I recognized the animation style. So I looked who the creators of the game were. Oh, what a surprise, it's Epic Games. Now, I don't hate Epic Games per se. They have a great game series that I personally enjoy. That being the Gears of War series. But to me, how do you go from something so brutal, so bloody and enjoyable to this kiddish game that blew up for some reason. Like, I know PUBG was out there and that was popular, but why did Fortnite blow up? Fortnite in the beginning was just literally a battle royale, solo duo squads, with no vehicles, no special game modes, no special weapons, and it was just dive in and that's it. Why did the game blow up? PUBG had, sure, it was a little bit buggy, but it had vehicles, it had, well, I guess it didn't have special weapons, but it was more realistic because you could drive, you could prone, you could hide in bushes that were already there and not grab some stupid disguise. Which I know you can do in Fortnite, but still. And overall. But, now don't get me wrong, I know PUBG has taken things from Fortnite. Like the Battle Pass and the emotes. But I think they were just getting back at them, honestly. They stole the vehicles, so why did not PUBG just steal emotes in the Battle Pass? I mean, every future game, including the newest one, Warzone, from Modern Warfare, has emotes and a Battle Pass. And it amazes me that Battle Royales still are one of the most popular things. I just don't see it. It's bland. Fortnite, in my personal opinion, is just boring. I've said this before, but in my personal opinion, it's boring, repetitive, and to me, the the style, like how the game looks, from like a person who likes game styles, I guess, like whether it's realistic or like Minecraft, where it's all blocky. I don't like it. Now, I know you're gonna say, well, if you don't like Fortnite style, why do you like Minecraft? Well, see, I don't, you know, there are texture packs in Minecraft to make it feel like not like a Minecraft. It looks like, you know, a thing, but it's still Minecraft. It looks realistic, but still Minecraft. Fortnite's just, I don't like the game design. It's just, it literally looks like they took an idea from a 4-year-old and drew it up and was like, yeah, this is great. Now, one of the biggest parts that bother me the most is Save the World. Now, everyone's gonna be like, well, that's obvious. Save the World wasn't really, and at least things from I seen with my friends and some videos I've seen, Save the World, it's not that good. But that's not what I mean. To me, people just don't like Save the World. Or I don't like Save the World. Well, I can't say that per se. I don't like what they did with Save the World. I'm not hinting about the Save the World game mode itself. As you guys know, back when the game released in 2017, stupid hiccups. The game said in late 2018, Save the World will become free. It wasn't till like mid 2019 when they updated that message and said in the future they'll release it for free. Which, I'm gonna say this, is complete BS. And the reason why is because this game is technically still in early access. Because the message, I'm pretty sure, still says that the game is still in early access and there are still some bugs and everything in Save the World. But from what I'm seeing from the updates before I like deleted the game, was they didn't like fully delete. They don't update it. They're not working on it, in my opinion. They're just focusing on the battle royale to keep players wanting more. I mean they added freaking Deadpool, for Christ's sake. Deadpool, the fourth breaking Marvel character. Now, I'm being nitpicky here, but as much as I do like Deadpool, this is not a good way to portray him. For the fact they're collaborating with freaking Marvel again, which, don't get me wrong, I like Marvel. I've been watching a lot of their movies lately. But for Fortnite to collaborate them for a third time in a row is a bit ridiculous. First, it was just Thanos to promote Infinity War, which is fine. Same thing with Endgame, where they added not only Thanos, but Iron Man's things, Captain America's shield, Hawkeye's bow, I think Thor's, Stormbringer. And that's fine as well, but it got a little annoying because they added the whole Infinity Gauntlet thing back, which I didn't like the game mode. Because, like, most of the time when I get it, I'm not a good player in the first things, but when I get it, I don't know, it feels like everyone just, for some reason, has, like, god aim and just never misses a shot. Sure, that means they're good, but that doesn't mean anything, because when I'm not Thanos or anything, they don't hit me that much. Their aim is like mine, or sometimes they're not. I just start shooting and all of a sudden, like, perfect headshots without miss. Which is a little ridiculous, but whatever. Now, I wouldn't be too surprised if Warzone got copied. Because, you know, as you guys know, Warzone is now 100 up to... The Battle Royale is up to 150 people. But it's squads of 3. Jesus. Now, I know I keep saying now and buts a lot, but that's just me. Fortnite just seems to, like, collaborate way too much. I think they collaborated with Marvel 3 times, DC once or twice, is John Wick, like Borderlands, and like 1 or 2 other things. They collaborate way too much. And I don't like it. Now, Fortnite's just... I know I'm talking slowly, but I'm tired, I've had like the most ridiculous day at work. Might as well talk about that in a sec, but I had a ridiculous day at work and I'm sick, so jeez. Ah. I mean, you don't see like games like Apex where they keep collaborating with everything. Sure, Apex was interesting, but Fortnite still has more players because Apex doesn't get much new things. They get a new character, seems like every season. Season, what? 2 added the one dude. Not the Mirage dude. I think it was the dude with the recon drone. Then in season 3 they added no, I'm sorry, in season 2 they added that caustic guy where he has like that smoke trap, yeah, where like the poison gas trap. And season 2 they added, I think, a dude that has ice abilities, I think. I didn't play season 3. And I know in season 4 they added the Revenant, which to me looks like the Revenant from Doom, but that's just my opinion. Now, I'm saying it again. Brr. But, like, Fortnite is just, I don't like it. I know I recently started playing Warzone, but that's because it's something interesting. I haven't played a Call of Duty Battle Royale yet, which I know has something different, which has flying and boats and everything. I don't think Warzone has boats. I know Blackout does. But I know, yeah, anyway. But I feel like Fortnite's gonna steal Warzone and just magically add, oh, well, you know, we just thought of another idea where we can have more people in a battle royale. If that happens, Infinity War, if you ever watch this, if this ever happens, if Fortnite somehow, after like Warzone's been released for a little bit and they somehow magically upgrades their count to 150 or even more, just sue them. They just stole your idea. Unless they ask you to. Because, like, I don't know, when Battle Royale comes out and it has their own unique feature, that's what makes it fun from all the other Battle Royales. But for Fortnite to keep stealing that just so they can keep gaining more players is pathetic. People liked the game before, but every time something new happens, the vehicles I can let slide, because I mean they're vehicles. Most battle royale games has a vehicle. I'll let that one slide, but for Apex to come out and all of a sudden there's a freaking respawn system in Fortnite, like, I think it was like days even after they announced a respawn system. Like, it was days after Apex came out, and then they announced out of nowhere, oh, we're gonna have a respawn system. I need more water. Which really irritates me, because it's just, you're ripping off all these games and nobody's stopping you. And it's just, it's bothersome. I mean, one game's not even in Fortnite and you still stole it. Friggin' Monster Hunter with Dauntless. I mean, Dauntless, besides the animation change and maybe one or two new things, it's literally the same game. Go around killing big monsters. And yet people still find that game more fun. Sometimes more funner than Monster Hunter. Which bothers me because Monster Hunter, first of all, is $60, so you're paying for what a good game's worth. I mean, Fortnite's free. I mean, Fortnite makes so much money because kids and grown adults are just spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars on pointless things. Sure, you want to mix up your skin and everything, but for the fact that there are some people that literally a new skin comes out and they immediately have it. Like, immediately. Say the Rainbow Raider skin, I think that's what it's called. Say that skin was never out, was never released yet. And you play a match, and then you go to the store and see that it's released. You play another match, and immediately you see like 5 to like 15 people with the skin already, and you're like, really? This skin just came out. There are some people out there that literally just spend their money, if they work and live in their own building or apartment or whatever, and if they work and get paid, for the fact that they get paid and the first thing they buy is V-Bucks to spend on some stupid Fortnite skin. It's okay to have different skins for an arsenal, but when you have an arsenal of literally like hundreds of skins and like you don't even use like 90 of them, then what's the point of buying them if you're not going to use most of them? Buy the skins you personally like, and if you think you have enough, stop. Don't keep buying more, because then you're eventually going to stop using the old skins you thought were cool. I mean, the same goes with like pickaxes and gliders and whatever. I mean, the gliders is just there. Sure, you can mix it up a bit with a different design, but like stop at like 1 or 2. You don't need every single glider. It's a glider. You spawn with it and that's it. Sometimes you can use it while you're launch padding, but that's still it. You're not always constantly using it. Pickaxes, same thing. Stop at like one or 2 or maybe even 5. Just like don't waste your money on some stupid thing. Some people, now I know there are videos in there that are completely fake that say they stole their mom's credit card and everything and bought Fortnite skins, but it's totally planned. It's a skit. But there are some kids that actually do this. And some of those kids got the idea from those videos, thinking that was a great idea. Even though it shows them always getting caught, because, you know, you can never get away because it's your mom's credit card. She gets notified when the money gets spent. So a lot of these kids buy Fortnite skins and then get like immediately in trouble because of this. They get grounded. Now, there's one particular person. Now, Ninja may not seem like a bad dude. He could be a really chill dude in real life. But he overreacts. He I don't hate the dude. I somewhat find his content enjoying, but for the fact that, like, when he dies and someone starts dancing, his first immediate thought is stream snipe. At least recently, that I know of. He might have stopped that. I haven't been up with him yet. Been up to date with him yet. At least up to date with his videos yet. Or streams. I don't even have Mixer, so I don't even watch his streams no more. I don't want to. That's the other thing. Twitch, I'm sorry, but you're bad. I mean, girls are allowed to show off their body, but as soon as a man does an accidental nip slip, sorry, that's inappropriate and you're banned. Like, really? And then a girl has literally her shirt practically low, so big where she's just practically showing off her body. And that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. Heck, even girl gamers get away with it. Yeah, but no, male gamers, as soon as something little itty bitty happens, boom, instant ban. It's stupid, and Twitch, you need to fix your stupid system, because you're pathetic like that. You're just saying you like these girls, and you're fine with them showing off, but a boy does it by complete accident. Like, they don't even realize it the first couple minutes, and then they're like, oh, whoops, didn't realize that was happening. Oh, well, you're banned. Because it was totally a lie. You totally knew. Like, seriously? A ninja. At least when someone killed him, I guess he wasn't having a good day or something. But he immediately, as soon as the dude started dancing, because, he killed someone very popular, the first thing, of course, he's gonna do is start dancing. Because it's someone popular that he just killed. So, of course, the first thing he's gonna do is dance. And you immediately called him out for stream sniping. Which, really? I mean, heck, not even if they kill, as soon as they kill someone in a cool way, or they win in a cool way, or just kill them plain out, just to tease them, they dance. It's part of the game. It's always been part of the game. People have always done it since Season 1. For you to react like this, just says you're a baby, practically. You don't like it when someone dances on you, but how do they think they feel when you dance on them? Which I guaranteed you have done. Maybe not on stream or something, because I haven't seen it on stream yet, but he might have. But I guaranteed you have done it through just while not recording, because I mean, this dude plays constantly on stream, so I imagine he plays it on his when he's not streaming. But anyway, now the one thing about work, I can't, stupid. So I know it's like the first or second biggest retail in the retail department, but it's like, when I started working, they told me I couldn't release any personal data or where I work or anything. And it's just like, this store is so big, has like stores in 36 states. People record it all the time. Oh, but as soon as you start working there, oh, can't record anything. It's stupid. BS. If I ever get like fired or I decide to quit, I'll tell you guys where I worked, because it's just, and there's a lot of things I want to say once I eventually do it. I don't plan on leaving soon. I want to become a head clerk or like a manager of some sorts, whether it's in deli or, well, not deli, but I don't mind deli, but I don't like, I've been in the front end and I know how front end can get rough, and especially in the front end I'm in, like, it's so always kind of behind, especially with like some head clerks who disappear. But that's fine. There was one head clerk that actually got things done. Like, carts was low, sent like 2 people or 3 people out on the carts to make sure that thing was filled. Bags were low, send someone to do bags. Like, brakes were never like behind at like practically ever. But she eventually got sick of it and was getting overstressed because she felt like she was practically doing everything, but practically everything when it came to the 3 head clerks there. She eventually told me that the 2 other head clerks at the moment just always left kind of normal while she went home tired because she was so busy trying to make sure things weren't behind. So she eventually did switch departments. But that's besides the point. If I ever do quit or get fired somehow, I'll explain some of my stories. But until then, that's gonna have to wait. So, another thing is with Fortnite is that at the end of the chapter 1 really ticked me off because the thing went black and everyone was like, oh yeah, this is when Save the World is coming out. They didn't even need to make a chapter 2 of Battle Royale. People were expecting Save the World to become free, so many people, and they come out with this BS chapter 2 thing. Really? Like, really? Chapter 2. Like, 10 seasons weren't enough. I'm sorry, Fortnite. I'm sorry, Epic Games. But you're dragging on. Like, people only going to Save the World just for the daily V-Bucks. That's it. Anytime I see my friends on Fortnite, they already have like a skin and everything, and they're like, oh, because I got it from the daily system in Save the World. That's all. Like, people play Fortnite way too much, in my opinion. And I don't blame them, because it's like, as soon as a new Battle Royale comes out, has its own interesting creative plot into it, and Fortnite just steals it, and everyone's back playing Fortnite because this new update is so cool. Now, to any of my friends who still play Fortnite and say, Like, oh, you should give it a try again. No. I know I'm playing Warzone right now. But I'm eventually going to stop when I buy Modern Warfare. I'm not, as soon as I buy it, I might play it once in a while, but I'm mostly going to play multiplayer or campaign, because it's just repetitive. Drop in, kill, grab weapons, kill people, win or lose. And just like Apex, there is no solo duo to mix it up. It's just teams of 3 only. Which is fine. 150 people, well, in a solo match or even a duo match might be a little excessive, but still. With 150 people, I think there should be teams of 4. But that's just my opinion. And don't get me wrong, I'm still right now I'm still enjoying my time in Warzone. That's because I like Call of Duty a lot. But still. It's just my opinion. Now, if you guys have something for me to talk about, I'll try to get the game. If it's a game I haven't played, I'll try to get the game, play it for a bit, maybe even beat it if I like it, and then give my opinion on it. Or like the thing I'm gonna have to redo, which is types of games, and or just games in general, because sorry Anakin, but you didn't really like help. You just kind of went off and did your own thing. Still a great friend though. That's okay. I'm gonna talk about, I know I'm talking quite a bit, but I just have a couple things to say, as I haven't talked in a while. A lot of my friends I've met I actually haven't met through real life. Anakin, Hop, Dags, even back to when I used to play Frozen, Boss Ninja, freaking who was the last one? Sorry, practically 98% of my friends I have met through online. And I have 257, but I'm going to delete some because I don't ever play with them. But with Anakin, Boss, and Rock, I forgot his name's now Rock now. I used to play with him back on PS3. So I've known him for a while. So Boss, Rock, and Anakin are the 3 friends I mostly try to play with. I know, and Boss, if you ever find this, if you ever watch this, if you ever get this far, we do need to play more. It's just the games you play, the games I play, the friends sometimes you hang out with, the friends I hang out with, we just don't. I mean, I hang out with Anakin all the time, and sometimes Anakin can find you annoying. But if you ever find this, Anakin, or watch my last video with Anakin did thank you for one thing, for GTA. Because I told him I might get it because of you, because of the roleplay thing. So, yeah. So, I think I might make a different channel on a different, like, PlayStation account for Let's Plays. because I think this is what I want my channel to be. This Let's Talk About series. And maybe a couple side stories of my personal life. Because it's just, you know, I find this type of stuff entertaining, and I know a lot of people get curious about other people's opinions or whatever. And I don't blame them. When someone has a different opinion about a game you like or a thing you like, you get interested. Now, whether or not you like their opinion, that's up to you. But people have their own opinions, and that's what I like. Some people don't like Sonic. I'm fine with that. I grew up with Sonic. Some people don't like cats. Some people don't like dogs. I like both personally, but same with Sonic and Mario. I like Mario too, but I grew up on Sonic. So, yes, I was a little sad when that Death Battle came out. At least the remastered version. And that's the other thing. I know what my next talk about's gonna be. Well, I have a couple things. We can talk about, three things. Death Battle, 1 minute melee, or another subject that you guys can leave in the comments. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next stream.